Ben is scared of the dark. You just admitted you still are.
No, I'm scared of spiders now. I'm scared of spiders now and heights. I don't like either of those things.
You're scared of girls too, huh?
Yeah. Pretty girls freak me out. That's why I'm so calm when I go home. Oh damn! I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
I said I'm sorry.
She's gonna kill you.
Just dropped this engine out of 08 X5. Came in with oil consumption and huge, massive oil leaks. So looked at the oil leaks. It's obviously the upper timing covers and the alternator bracket housing gasket. So it made sense to drop the whole thing. It's easier for me to do it this way. It's faster. Because to do the seals, you do not have to drop the engine or take the timing covers off. You can do them with the special tools inside the car. But we talked with the customer and they want the heads completely out, big carbon, everything. So this made sense to drop the engine. So right now I'm gonna remove all the coils. I'm gonna remove the harness for the coils, the PCV valve, breather hose, and then the intake. So usually if it's your first time doing this, because I remember my first job doing, always take pictures, always, or put the screws, take them off, take whatever you're taking off, put the screws back so you will not mix them up, or you know where they go. Me, I've done so many of them, I know exactly where each screw goes. I don't even look at the torque specs anymore. But always, if you're not sure, take videos, take pictures. And this is the ground for the coils. So tiny screws. I stripped so many of them throughout the years. So make sure you have an impact and pray they're not super tight. So gently remove this. Easy does it. There. Got the coils out. I would say these are the best coils made by Bosch. They hardly go out. And then went and replaced them with the all black rubber ones. They suck. They don't last at all. So this is the wiring harness for oil level sensor. I wish they were routed a little bit different. Got it. So usually, I mean, this one just wraps around the idler pulley for the belt, and then just goes behind the engine and crawls underneath. It's a weird design, but it's out. So it matters. I'm gonna unplug the knock sensors, both sides, and voila. And then this harness here, I'm just gonna fold it out of the way, just leave it on the transmission side. And then we'll pull the intake off, the valve covers, and then soon enough we'll have the heads down. Huh, these screws, they're pretty loose. So I'm about to remove the valve covers, and you have no idea how much easier it is doing it this way instead of in the car. little bit harder to come out because of the spark plug tubes, which is good because that means they're tight. Looks like somebody used so much silicone in here. There you go. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad. It's maintained pretty good. I like the fact that these are super tight, so that means it will never leak oil into the spark plugs. You don't have to put this much silicone in here. You think you can stop the leak with this, but you can make more damage with it. Remember, easy does it. Because this sensor is very delicate. If you pry it only in one side, you end up breaking the sensor here. The vacuum pump is about to come out. So far it's going very, very smooth. I don't want to jinx it though. So I just removed the alternator belt. Before I did, an error of the direction, because it has to go back the same way. Otherwise you're gonna hear it like screaming. And it's can't believe it's so much easier this way with the engine down. You can see all these brackets that somebody already had them out and they never put them properly, because it's kind of a pain when everything is in the car. So, but we're gonna fix all their mistakes. So I noticed that this car takes hydraulic fluid. It's a CHF 11S and looks like somebody used regular red ATF. I noticed the suspension light was on, and hopefully, because I'm going to drain and flush everything, hopefully by putting the right fluid we'll take care of the problem. So I'm going to remove the alternator completely out, so we can clean everything, makes it easier, and also there is a screw that's going to be on the way if we don't. I'm going to remove these lines here because I'm about to pull the timing covers out. And also, at one point, we're going to change the gasket for the bracket right here. These lines, they go into the car. There is on the driver's front bumper, there is a radiator, which is the cooler for the engine oil. Drain anymore. Got the catalytic converters out. Now we're gonna take the upper timing covers out. Wow, this gasket is original from the factory. Look at that. You can cut yourself with it. You do not have to take this one out to do the valve seals. So the reason we're doing all that is just to fix the oil leaks and then to decarbon the valves to make it run better. Missed. So when taking this one out, be very gentle. This is what supplies oil into the camshaft lobes. Try not to bend it or break it or something, you know. So right now I'm removing the Venus actuators. We're like minutes away from pulling the heads out. All the camshaft bearings, they're marked. They go in order, you cannot change the order. They're marked super easy, you cannot mix them up unless you want to. And if you do, then you're not fit for this job, but yeah, it's super easy. The intake side comes as one unit, including the Valvetronic unit. Okay, this one's still attached, so sometimes just by grabbing a wrench and going right here, you should be able to get this one free. Okay, those are hollow inside. If you drop it, this one will go in like a million pieces. Remember, put those in order. I made this 2x4. I marked it bank 1, bank 2. Always put them the same way they came out. And so far it's been working out great. So I'm about to pull the head out. So what I do, I leave the last screw in it. So I put the washers in one bolt, keep them organized. When you lift the head up, make sure it goes straight up because you have the guides right here, you don't want to break them. Before I do that, I'm going to pull the spark plugs out real quick. They're still there. Oh my god, those are the wrong ones. They're not even close to what they're supposed to be. And they're loose, very loose. Look at that. Guys, torque them. Use a torque wrench. It's going to make a mess. Now it is because the fucking drain plug is right here. See, I always drain the block, but this one is on the motor mount side. Oh no, I cannot drain the block. The motor mount is on the way.
Oh.
So I guess I'll pull the other head out and then we'll wash the floor again, John. Okay, so day 2, we are gonna pull all the valves out. Make sure you keep them in order. They have to go in the same way. We're gonna wire brush the valves after that. Take this one to the solvent tank, decarbon everything, put new valve seals, and reassemble it again. So this is a giant C-clamp. This end goes behind the valve, this one goes on the spring. Just compress them, stays together, get the magnet, and pull the keepers out. Make sure not to lose them, which I had in the past. So, then you're free to go. All the springs, they're the same. You can mix and match those, no big deal. But again, the valves, don't drop them. The valves, they need to be in order. So I have this 2x4 with marked intake and exhaust 1 through 8. Number 1. And so oh, this one is pretty loose. This seal is very loose. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, it's like not having a seal at all. So look at that, this is the brand new seal compared to the old one. It's almost double in size. Where the valve sits or comes out, there is burned oil everywhere, so I just need to break them with a flat screwdriver. So now, I'm just gonna go with a wire brush and clean all the carbon out. Keep in mind that these bristles, they're very soft. They look aggressive, but they're not. So we're using some brake cleaner to rinse off the solvent. Okay, so about to use the wire brush, we're gonna decarbon everything on the valves. The exhaust, they're gonna be a little bit harder compared to the intake, but wear glasses. This is the worst, nastiest engine. This is my fourth one. Fourth can of brake cleaner, and still I'm not nearly close to where I want to be. It's getting there. We are ready for assembly. A little bit of silicone before you push them in, always helps. So the valves are clean, new seals are in, so just about to put the new valves in, or the new clean valves in, and put the valve keepers on, and that's it. Myself, I like to put some lithium grease where the keepers go. The grease helps keep them in place. I'll show you when I put the first one. So usually I just put a little bit of grease on the screwdriver. Helps keeping the keeper in place. And then with the grease we applied earlier, it just stays in place. And that's it. Pretty much we're gonna wrap it up. The same process for all of them. We're gonna disassemble the other head, decarbon everything, pretty much the same way we did this. Reassemble, torque everything to specs. Everything it's OEM. Like I said, we just put the engine on time, retorque everything, and I've done so many of them. This car is gonna run forever. So, thank you for watching. Everything it's OEM. Ben is just itching the crap out of himself. You have to?
Just gotta, you know, adjust the underwear. You know, because it
John?
bunches up and so
That
you
boy
gotta,
ain't right.
That boy ain't right.
Well, if you wore men's underwear, that probably wouldn't happen.
No, because it was just,
Thongs are made for girls, man.
but those thongs don't
Two
ride
thongs
up.
don't make a right.
Thongs don't like ride up and bunch up. They just like,
They're just always in. all
they're
the time.
in you.
Man, that boy ain't right.
You don't use white ones, do you?
No,
Oh, okay.
I think these ones are black.